just say in response to that question about, whether this is overreach to have the federal government be telling us about our elections, I think it's something that we really welcome this bill, not only because it's going to make it easier for Maine to put in some of the reforms that we know we need. For example, online voter registration, widely popular. People in Maine really want to be able to do it. There's a process that we're working on with the Secretary of State to make the necessary investments in technology and security and test these things out. But there's a lot of other states we can learn from that have already done this. And one of the great things about HR 1 is that it comes with support through the Election Assistance Commission, some federal funds that will make it easier for Maine to have access to the best practices and the resources that it takes for us to do this, because we're a small state and only 7 people work on elections in the Secretary of State's office. And so for us, being able to draw on those federal resources and the experience of other states is really helpful. And then we can say to states that are a little bit concerned about public funding as a new concept, we've had it in Maine for 20 years. It's been resilient and it's been really beneficial. And we have a lot of politicians who can speak to their colleagues in other states about the benefits. And just the last thing on that is that in Maine, we've been very lucky to have the citizen initiative process and the people's veto keeping our elected officials honest on these issues of voting rights and money in politics. Not every state has that process. And so for voters in other states that may be stuck with barriers to voting or not great campaign finance laws with no real way to get the people in office who were elected under those laws to change them, having the federal government say that no matter where you live, these are your essential rights, that's a really important role that the federal government can play, as well as the important role that states play in administering the elections.
Yeah, I can't add to what Anna just said. That was fantastic. I mean, I guess I would just leave us with teeing off of that this is really a values question. And we have been a nonpartisan organization for 101 years, and we have represented issues that are important to our members, who are a diverse range of political backgrounds, ages, gender, all of it. And I think, what it gets right down to is everybody should have access to the franchise. I mean, everybody should. And that's a value. And that's what this bill speaks to. And so I think not politicizing that and just being really clear about what it means for all of us to participate in our democracy, that's what this bill enables us to be able to do better. And so that's why we're really encouraged to support it. And that's all I'll add.
Well said. That's the final word. Thank you all for joining us. I really appreciate it. Look forward to going out and voting for this.
Thank you.